we are at a view corridor observation location. View corridors are non-Forest Service owned byways that travel through the forest or very near the forest. They can be things like highways, railroads. The Alaska Marine Highway qualifies. Any non-Forest Service owned travelway in which people actually go near the forest and view the scenery. Today we're on Highway 50 on the El Dorado National Forest, and there are a lot of visitors coming by, some of them to look at the scenery here on the El Dorado and some just going to Reno or Tahoe. Managers want to know how many people travel these routes because they make management decisions about landscape management because of the sensitivity of the view shed. There are two types of view corridor observation days. It depends on what the situation is on your forest. On Highway 50 we actually have an interview location, so we're going to be doing 1 hour of observation, 2 hours of interviewing, 1 more hour of observation, and then 2 more hours of interviewing for a total of 6 hours. There are other locations or byways that don't have a good interview site. In those cases, you'll be doing 4 1-hour observation periods with a half-hour rest in between them. Right now, Tamara is going to demonstrate for us how you actually do the observation period. What she's done is she's set up her Forest Service vehicle in a safe location on the pullout. She's put a sign up that says traffic survey. That way people don't think she's just sitting around doing nothing as a Forest Service employee. And she's got 2 hand tally counters. First, however, she has filled out the front of the view corridor observation form. She's recorded region, forest number, date, site number, and the time that she began the observation period. Also, there is no traffic counter set up here. This highway is very busy and it would not be safe for a Forest Service employee to be going out running through this heavy traffic setting up any type of traffic counter. However, we do know that the Department of Transportation keeps what we call average daily traffic counts on this highway. Therefore, this site is a proxy site. So you don't have to worry about filling out the traffic counter information on the observation form. Once Tamara has filled out the front of the observation form, she's ready to do the observation traffic count. Flip over the form and you'll notice that there are 4 traffic observation periods written there. For the first observation period, she's going to count traffic going in one direction only for 1 full hour. Now the trick is we also need to get the proportion of commercial to non-commercial traffic. She's going to use 2 hand tally counters. One of them is going to count obvious commercial traffic and the other is going to count non-commercial traffic. Obvious commercial traffic is a log truck going by, something that says Joe's Roofing, anything that's very obviously commercial. The non-commercial stuff is your passenger vehicles and anything that's not saying something that gives you a clue that it's commercial traffic. So for that period of time, she's going to count commercial, non-commercial. Once one of those counts reaches 100, she'll record that ratio on the form. For example, she's got 100 non-commercial vehicles and 37 commercial vehicles, and that happened in 20 minutes. She records that on the form, then you don't have to worry about that ratio for the remaining 1 hour period. Just keep counting all the traffic going in one direction. We're now at our view corridor interview site location. We came here after conducting our 1 hour of observation of traffic along the highway. This is a really good interview site because there's a restroom here. Now it doesn't have to be a Forest Service restroom, and in fact in most cases it'll probably be a state rest area, something like that. The reason we want the rest area is we want to get a random draw of anybody driving along this highway. What we want to know is what % of the non-commercial traffic coming down this highway chose this route for scenery.
Hi, how
In
are
order
you
to
today?
find that out, we're
Good.
now
I'm
going to
doing
conduct
traffic
2
control
hours
today.
of
Would you mind if I take a
on-site
few minutes and
interviews.
answer some questions? Great, thank you very much. What is the primary purpose of your trip through this area today?
Recreation.
Ah, wonderful. What is the major reason you chose this route?
I'm returning from Lake Tahoe.
Okay. What is your home zip code?
59801.
How many people, including you, traveled here in the same vehicle?
3.
Okay. And how many of those people are less than 16 years old?
None.
All right.
Now that we're done doing 2 hours of interviews here, we're going to return to the place we did our traffic observation, do 1 more hour of traffic observation, counting the traffic going in the opposite direction of what we counted the first time. After we're done with that, we're going to come back here one last time for the day and spend 2 more hours conducting interviews. Then you're done with your View Corridor interview sample day.